Alright. How's it going? Guys having a party in here? Well, why wasn't I invited? That's fine, you know what? That's fine. I'll be the bigger man here. Excuse me. If you don't mind, stop spraying your ice in my face. It's kind of rude. There we go. What's this? Is this a flute? Huh. I'm sure it'll be worth something somewhere.
I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of goods. Bring me whatever you, well, find, and I'll see what I can do.
Well, I found the staff that you wanted.
Well. All right. You delivered on your end, so I'll deliver on mine. Here's the gem Arniel was after. Can't imagine what he expects to do with that. It's warped beyond any ability to capture a soul.
I'm sure he has his reasons. If he doesn't, well, it's not like anyone's gonna miss him.
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
Hello again. I've got the soul gem you were after.
Do you? Wonderful. I was afraid I'd have to give up. And when I'm so close. Thank you for this.
So close to what?
I have a great deal of work ahead of me.
Hey.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
How's your project coming along?
Terrible. Just terrible. I vastly underestimated the heat transfer necessary and have destroyed my only working model. I'm at a loss.
Well, did you account for the extra coefficient introduced by
Don't patronize me. Look, it's all very simple. The Dwemer, they were masters of magic in a way we can't even begin to conceive of. Their greatest achievement, however, has also been their greatest, shall we say, mystery.
You mean that they've been gone for a long time?
Precisely. What could be worth studying about a long-lost civilization? Their disappearance, of course. Instant, unexplainable. The stories have fascinated me. Ever since I was young, I wanted to know what really happened. After years and years of work, I'm closing in on a way to investigate what happened through experimentation. Only now, well, it's simply a disaster.
What went wrong?
Without boring you with the details, I'm attempting to recreate the circumstances of the event. The dwarves were very clever, tapping into and drawing power from the heart of Lorcan itself. Lacking the heart of a dead god myself, I was attempting to substitute a rather specific soul gem, the one you helped me acquire.
But it won't work.
Well, yes, I mean, no. That is, it might, but I'm not completely sure. I'm no tonal architect. I've only read their writings. Scraps, really. The soul gem by itself isn't enough, you see. It needs to be altered, purified. The dwarves had machines for this sort of thing. I've attempted to build my own, based on designs and using parts you helped to provide. My very own dwarven convector. It worked, but not fully, and the device was destroyed in the process.
Right. So can you build another?
No! I'm too close now. Can't take the time. Though, perhaps there's another option. I may require further assistance from you.
Here we go. Go on then. What is it that you want?
Well, yes. The designs for my convector were based on real dwarven machines, so there may still be some in existence. I'd go looking myself, but yes, there are calculations to double and triple check. Many calculations. Perhaps you could seek out these convectors in Skyrim ruins. I can even teach you the spell to heat them. It's very particular and very important.
Alright then, Arniel. Teach me your spell, and I'll see what I can do.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. I knew I could count on you. Now, this spell is not for defending yourself, but it's just right for heating the convector. At least 3 seconds burn is necessary. Just place the soul gem inside and heat the convector. At least 3 seconds. You'll almost certainly need to find multiple convectors. I suspect it may be due to the nature of the soul gem versus the crystals this was intended for. Destroys the equipment in the process. But it's effective. 3 times, and the crystal should be ready for the next step. Isn't this exciting? Until next time.
It sure is. Oh, this must be the convector. Right. I've seen these things before. Just didn't know what they were for. So now I put this in here. And then give it a little bit of this. 1 Hammerfell, 2 Hammerfell, 3. And okay. On to the next convector. Aha. There's another convector. Just gotta put in the soul gem again. And 1 Hammerfell, 2 Hammerfell, 3 Hammerfell. Good. Alright. On to the final one. Somewhere. Oh. Well, hello there. What are you doing all by yourself in here?
I'm warning you. Back off.
Who said that? Oh. I'm just gonna use this convector, do you mind?
I'm warning you. Back off.
Alright, well, like I said, I'm just gonna get this here, and you don't have to worry about me. I'll be gone before you know it, alright? Ow! Hey! What is the matter with you? Want some of this? Electromancer? Come on then.
Damn you!
Never disrupt a man while he's convecting. Let that be a lesson for you. Alright. I did it 3 times. Time to go back.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
I have your gem, Arniel.
It worked then. Let me see. Goodness, that's it, isn't it?
I think so.
It's not perfect, but it's a close enough approximation that it should certainly suffice for initial tests. You've done excellent work here. Truly excellent. There's only one thing missing now, and that should be arriving shortly. I'll begin preparations. Thank you again so much for this. Until next time.
Alright, well.
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
Farewell, Arniel.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
I'm looking to apply to the college.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
What do you need me to do?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
And that's where I come in.
Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
I see. So why did Elisif forbid the festival?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed.
Right.
Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
I see. And what is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it.
Alright. Thank you.
I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Good to meet a prospective bard.
Greetings. I have a delivery from Adonato Leotelli.
Ah, yes. Adonato's new work. Shorter than I expected, but words must be judged on merit, not length. I'll look over this later. Why don't you take this for your trouble?
Thank you. Viarmo said you could tell me about the Poetic Edda?
He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
So King Olaf's verse is a lost part of the Edda.
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
I see. Thank you for your help. Farewell.
Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
I'm alright. I found this in a cave. Is this yours?
That's it. Wonderful. I knew I could count on you. I don't have any money to give you, but I can show you a few tricks I learned playing for the Winterhold Wizards. Now you can say you've met the most talented bard in all of Skyrim.
I see. Hello. What was that all about? Oh. Oh. Sorry, fellas, you don't need to get up. Go back to. Don't point your sword at me. I know what a sword looks like. Everyone, just go back to your beds or whatever. Go back to your graves. Everything is fine. Oh. This door seems to be sealed by a magical barrier. Huh. Oh. So you're leading me to your corpse. You knew I was coming for the verse. Oh. There seems to be a... It seems like someone spilled some ink all over it. I hope it will be enough. I guess I'll have to go back to the college and find out. Oh, are you gonna open the door for me now? Oh. That's kind of you.
Olaf, it is time.
Olaf? Oh no. I've got a bad feeling about this. Get back in your chair. Please don't embarrass yourself. Get back in your chair. Hey. Back in your chair.
Arise, Olaf. My vengeance is at hand.
Oh. Please sit down. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to sit down. Take a seat. It'll all be over soon.
Olaf. Insolent
Oh.
word. Die!
Uh-oh. Not the only one with shouting, my king. Well now. Seems you have redeemed yourself from beyond the grave. Oh. Back to barding, I guess.
Only reason I'm so
You've returned.
because
How
I'm
goes
old.
the task I
It takes
gave
a
you?
lifetime to master.
I'd say pretty well. I found the verse.
I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh no. This won't do at all.
What do you mean?
Copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable. And the parts that are readable, well, bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times.
What do you mean?
It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bards' College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening.
Well, can't we just make up missing parts of the verse?
Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses.
We can do this, Viarmo. What's the first verse?
Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What do we say really happened?
Olaf was Numenex, a dragon in human form.
I find that highly unlikely, but the court will love it. I'm writing it in.
Exactly. So what's next?
Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but Asgeir seemed to be saying Olaf reacted. What do we say happened?
Let's say that he sacked it in dragon form.
Oh, that is exciting! I'm sure the court and the Jarl will love it. I'm writing it in now.
Is that it then?
It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come.
Alright.
Ah, Viarmo. I assume you are here to petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf festival.
I am, Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, and no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf was Numenex in human form. On moonless nights he would spread wings and sail. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders, much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be generously rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded. Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough.
Does that mean I'm a bard now?
Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
Alright then.
Ah, the bard to be. Did Viarmo send you?
Yes, he's told me to tell you that the festival is back on.
I'll tell everyone we're ready. But we'll start the festival at dusk. Come talk to me after dark. We'll get the festival started when you do.
Alright.
Ah, the bard to be. Did Viarmo send you?
Yes, he's told me to tell you that the festival is back on.
Great. Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
Alright, after you.
Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim.
Hello.
May song speed you along.
What are we doing here?
Welcome, people of Solitude!
Oh, here we go.
We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant.
Alright.
With the lighting
Thank you.
of the effigy,
Thank you.
he becomes a full-fledged member of the Bard's College. Please welcome our newest bard.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. A pleasure.
I think they like you.
So, am I a bard now?
Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bard's College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's
Oh, yeah?
more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you.
Patronage. Oh. Right. Well, thank you very much.
It makes me sad whenever I think about it.
What are you sad about?
Oh, sorry. My mind wanders sometimes. I was just thinking about Finn's loot. Over
Oh.
a year ago, thieves broke into the college and made off with a lot of valuable things, mostly gold and silver. But they also stole Finn's loot. We just learned where the bandits fled to, and I very much want that loot back.
What's so important about Finn's loot?
Finn was the bard who invented the 8-course loot that is commonplace today. Until he found a way to string the extra courses, bards only had 6-course loots. The loot
Wow.
they stole is Finn's original 8-course loot. I doubt they even realize its true value. Glad that distraction
I
is
doubt
over.
anyone knows its true value. Farewell.
Yes?
No.
They found it. They actually found it.
What did they find?
Riorn's drum. Nobody knows where he died, and therefore where his drum might be. Haldir
Oh.
was the missing link. Riorn entered Haldir's cairn in secret and presumably died there. Now all I need to do is find someone to get it. Wait, you. You could do it. I need you to get me that drum.
Who's Rion and why do you want his drum?
You're joking, right? Riorn, only the most famous battle drummer of the Second Age? Well, famous among bards, at least. That drum has been in half a dozen famous battles. It's a priceless artifact. Riorn was always looking for new stories to tell. It seems he was writing a lay about Haldir when he vanished. That was the missing clue. I suppose I should return to my papers.
You do that. Farewell.
Someone there?
Hello. I'm looking for a loot. If anyone knows where I can find it, point me in the right direction. Once I've gotten it, I'll be on my way. Oh. Hello. I'm looking for a loot. Have you seen a... Oh, it's probably in here somewhere. Yep. There we go. Hello. Oh. You can split into 3, you can split into 5s. You're not gonna stop me. And I can assure you, you'll never even manage to touch me. There we go.
The only reason I'm so good with a lute is because I'm old. It takes a lifetime to master.
Speaking of loots, I found Finn's loot.
What? You did? Oh, sweet divines, you did.
That's
There is
right, I
no
did.
way I can pay you what this loot is worth, but I can teach you a few tricks I've learned over the years. Glad that distraction's over.
Appreciate it. Wow, you know a lot of tricks, don't you? Where'd you learn all those?
Divine smile on you, friend.
Never mind.
My position, Dean of History, actually covers a wide range of subjects. I teach poetry, writing, history, and the finer points of court life.
Well, speaking of drums, I have Rion's drum.
At last! I have searched for this drum for 20 years. The college treasury is a bit thin right now, but I can show you some tricks I learned from my days with the army. I suppose
yeah?
I should return to my papers.
Thank you very much. Farewell.
What a fascinating time to be alive. Mark me, these days will be remembered long after we're gone.
If you say so.
What do you need, my
Ah.
friend?
God.